Well, hey Midships family, it's Corey here, and we're actually on iDrive in Orlando. I'm in front of Wonderworks. If you ever visit Orlando, this is probably something you can't miss. Now, in today's cruise news, you ever thought of buying a cruise ship? Well, if you have $250 to $350 million, you could do just that. Plus, remember yesterday, we celebrated the great cruise restart. We'll talk a little bit more about that, and I'm going to share with you my all-time favorite meme comment that I've received on the channel. Let's roll the intro. Actually, a quick pit stop before the cruise news. Did you know the Mexican pizza's back? And I got one. Look at this thing. So how do you eat your Mexican pizza? I'm a big fan of the fork dab, personally. And then a little scrape. Just get it all up. No sauce. We're gonna try it plain. It's back, baby. Roll the intro. Hey, welcome to the Midships channel. I'm your Captain Corey, and thank you so much for taking 10 minutes to swing by for a little cruise news today. And like I said in the intro to the video, we've got some really fun things in today's episode. I can't wait to share with you the meme comment that I received that has me laughing. And it's had me laughing for quite some time now. I think you'll laugh as well. But before we get into all that, we need to start off with a question of the day, and why don't we just do one that's on topic here? Have you ever left any meme comments for any social media creators? Let me know in the comment section below this video, and maybe let me know a little bit about what you might have said, but nothing too spicy, please. Remember, there's kids here. And I want to share a quick cruise tip with you also before we hop into the news of the day. Did you know that when you have a cruise booked and you log into your cruise planner, if you buy something like the drink package or the Wi-Fi plan, and then you might log in a few months later and notice that it's actually cheaper now than when you bought it, you can actually cancel the first transaction and buy it again at the lower price. For example, right now, at the time of this recording, Royal Caribbean's running a 35% off sale for Memorial Day, and they're probably not the only cruise line that's doing something like that. So it might behoove you to check in this weekend, especially if you've already got cruises on the books and you've purchased things for them. Holidays like the 4th of July, Black Friday, Christmas, all those kind of special times a year, that's when you should check for these extra special deals that the cruise lines often put out for drink packages, Wi-Fi, and specialty dining. Now that that's behind us, we're gonna run through some cruise news, and we'll hit one story before I share the meme comment with you. So why don't we hop into this story about 2 cruise ships that you could buy right now if you have the money. And of course, we're talking about 2 ships that were made famous by a bankruptcy and a whole lot of talk here on social media and YouTube, this channel included. And of course, we're talking about the Crystal Symphony and the Crystal Serenity. I actually had the pleasure, if you can call it that, of running into these 2 ships while they were out on the lam, running from the law down in Bimini, Bahamas. They were hiding out there trying to escape being seized by the government. But of course, those of you who know the story, they actually did finally get seized in Freeport, Bahamas a few weeks after I saw them. And ever since then, the ships have been sitting there on mothballs, and both of these ships are extremely luxurious. So it's kind of sad that they're just wasting away there, and they're not even in Margaritaville. They're just wasting away. Now, both of these ships are kind of old when you compare them to other cruise ships that compete with them. However, they are, like I said, extremely luxurious, and they've both had significant refits, several of them, and as recently as 4 to 5 years ago even, which means the original price tag of $250 all the way to $350 million that I teased in the intro is gonna be discounted pretty heavily for whomever is the winning bidder at the auction for these ships. So there you go, you finally have your chance of jumpstarting your career as a cruise line operator with 2 nice ships. If you want to head down to the Bahamas and put a bid in, you have to do it by June 7th. And if you do bid on these ships, I'd be more than happy to fill in as cruise director or even captain on any of these 2 ships in your brand new fleet. You better believe it. I might even do it wearing a shirt like this one. And you could wear a shirt like this too if you bought it from my Amazon affiliate, Links down below in the description. I actually design all my own cruise-related t-shirts. There's a ton of designs in there for guys, gals, kids. You should check it out. And new designs are added every single day. So if you'd like to see all my designs, when you click on the link below, just hit the Professional Cruisers tab. You can see everything I cruise with every time I go. All the shirts ship on Amazon Prime in just a couple days, and it does help keep me cruising and delivering the cruise news. Now, let's talk about the mean comment that I received. I know you've been waiting to hear some of the mean comments, and I'm working on a full episode. But this one just had me laughing for a while now. I've shared it with a lot of friends and family members, and I figured I'd share it with you as well so we can have a little bit of fun amidst all this serious cruise news. And this comment comes from a viewer named Charlie, who wants me to know that I couldn't captain a toy boat in my own bathtub. So what do you think about that? Do you think I could captain a toy boat in my own bathtub? And Charlie, careful what you ask for, because I'm pretty creative with my intros to these videos. Now, let's get back into the cruise news. And this next story is for all you Carnival cruisers. The Carnival Sunrise is heading back to Miami after more than a month-long out-of-service dry dock, giving the ship the brand new red, white, and blue livery like the Carnival Mardi Gras, and they also performed a lot of behind-the-scenes maintenance and updates throughout the whole vessel. The first cruise back for Sunrise is slated to be May 26th, and they better hurry back because that's only a couple days away. Now, a little trivia for you cruise nerds like myself out there, the Carnival Sunrise is not actually the first name this ship sailed under. That name was actually the Carnival Triumph. Back in 2019, the then Carnival Triumph entered an extensive $200 million refurbishment dry dock, and she emerged completely brand new and different with a new name, the Sunrise. And that's not the only sunny Carnival ship we'll talk about today that's had her name changed, because we have to talk about the Carnival Sunshine. And you might know that name because that's the cruise ship I'm inviting you aboard for my group cruise. It takes place this October 24th, and that's the cruise news for the Carnival Sunshine. If you want to know the original name for the Sunshine, well, I'm going to post it in my Group Cruise Facebook group. So if you'd like to learn it, you do have to join the group. It's free, just poke around and you get some details about my group cruise while you're here. Link down below in the description. Now, let's move on to our next cruise news story of the day. Do you remember yesterday I reported that Royal Caribbean finally has their full fleet back in operations around the world? Well, that marks the third major cruise line to reach full operational status here in just the last few weeks. We had Norwegian Cruise Line, followed by Carnival, and now Royal Caribbean. Which means, I think it's officially time to declare cruising is back. And that sounds like a perfect reason to celebrate with maybe a little iced beverage, huh? But anyways, welcome back cruising, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, and NCL. Now we're just waiting on MSC, and at least their full US fleet is back. I gotta check in. They got a lot of names that are hard to pronounce for me. I'll do some digging on the MSC cruise restart and report back to you on it. That's gonna do it for today's cruise news. If you made it this far into today's episode, thank you so very much for watching till the end. The YouTube algorithm and me both really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by the channel today, and until tomorrow, we'll see ya on the Midships. Did you see that Wonderworks building? It's actually funny because right down the road, a few blocks north of Wonderworks, is Ripley's Believe It or Not, which is a very similar situation. And they both just happen to be these buildings that are like upside down, sideways, backwards, like some disaster happened. If you're ever in Orlando, International Drive, we call it iDrive here. Pretty cool place to hang out. We'll see you down there. La 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 la